Bonjour, it's Lance here once again in Morzine, ready for another big day on the trails, and we're going to test ride today. Very special bike. It is the Santa Cruz Megatower. Pretty impressive name for a bike. Pretty well kitted out too. Set of 36s on the front. Nice set of Cove brakes. RockShox Super Deluxe rear shock with lockout, which I'm hoping not to use very much. Reverb dropper post and a GX drivetrain. It's a 29er, 160mm travel. Looks like should be a bit of a beast, and so anyway, we'll go and take it for a ride and I'll let you know what I think. Alright, let's do a sort of warm-up sighting run for the morning. Glad to get over that. Didn't have the courage to do that yesterday, but we got over that okay. Actually just feels right off the start, which is good. Don't normally just jump a bike straight off the bat. Oh, nice. Oh, I couldn't clear it yesterday. Oh, this thing jumps wonderfully. Just feels right. All right, a bit of black to start the morning. Ooh. I guess no bike's immune from braking bumps, but it does soak up most things pretty well. Alright, I should put my cards on the table at this point. I'm not a huge Santa Cruz fan. They do make great bikes, but most of my friends like them, and therefore instantly I like something different. However, that is quite a bike. Quite confidence and inspiring as soon as I got on it. Yesterday I was riding blue tracks, feeling horrible, sliding off. Today I reckon I could do almost anything on that machine. It feels great, but let's keep going, and I'll tell you more as we go. Okay, so since I left you last on the chairlift, I took a run down, took another chairlift up, took a run down to Linda Ray, and then took another chairlift up the other side, and now coming down this side. So I'll probably have to write that on the video because I can never remember all the names. But anyway, didn't want to bore you with a big traversey bit. Ooh-wee. No trouble at all to the big old wheels of Megatower. I was a bit worried about that, but it didn't even flinch. I must admit, I am becoming quite the 29 convert. Rode a 27.5 yesterday, and admittedly there was other issues with the bike, not just the wheel size, but all the big wheel that I've had have been great. So how much does it cost to hire a bike here in Morzine? Well, yesterday's bike was 68 euros in the end, which actually up to this point had been the most expensive bike I'd rented, 60 euros being the most, and that had been the Santa Cruz Hightower. This bike actually, believe it or not, is 99 euros, which is nearly 180 New Zealand dollars, so quite an expensive bike to rent. It's pretty new and well, it's a pretty good bike this, but so am I enjoying riding it more than the cheaper one? You bet I am. Whoop, again, no problem for the big wheels, eh? Just doesn't care. Alright, traverse my way a little bit further down. I'm going to try a black run. I hope this is a good idea. Going to take it nice and slow. I'm not sure whether a black line means a jump line and everything I've got to jump, or whether it's a technical line. Guess we'll find out. Yeah, it looks like a jump line, which is not really what I wanted. Lots of little gaps, eh? Oh, that'll be alright. Even that you could be alrighty. Okay, so I'm probably not going to be hitting the jumps up. Which way does the track go, do you think? This way? Looks like this way. Alright, so far so good. And a little bit steeper. Looks like this is the line everybody takes. And into the corner, we're down. Alright, getting a little steeper. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, all sorts of things going on. I think though, you just want to hit it, and then hopefully you can stop, which you can. And probably the same here, really, just go for it. And hope you don't go off that bank. Woo! Good brakes on these. Got code brakes, I think. Ooh, my goodness. Woo! That looks like fun, doesn't it? Oh, this looks alright. Oh, well, finding my way down, bit of red, bit of black. Found this jump. It's a decent old drop into some slushy mud too, so I think I'll pass on that today, eh? For something a bit different, you can go flying down the mountain on a cable. I could try and probably explain to you which mountain I'm on, but I don't even know that I'm sure. But we're heading our way back over towards Morzine way, eventually heading up to Avorier. Whoa! Man, I think I forgot that from yesterday. Flat landed it. Felt smooth as though. Really felt plush, this thing. So what do I think of this Megatower? I am suitably impressed. The suspension is very nice. It just soaks up the bumps. The long platform, the 29er, I just really like it. Got code brakes, good. They seem to work well. Got reach adjustment, which is one of my things that I have to have. I was saying the other day that you didn't need to spend as much money as a Santa Cruz to have a decent bike, and I don't think you do. I mean, I think you could get a Giant or a Trek and get just as capable a bike, and sometimes it's about the components. If you've got a really rubbish fork and rubbish brakes, it's going to feel like a rubbish bike. Even I think if you got a Santa Cruz and put a rubbish fork and it wasn't set up properly, it would feel horrible too. Let's see if we can hit this one, eh? Woo! Certainly very playful. You get the feeling you can sort of throw it around, and you'd have had no trouble with the techie stuff either. Funny thing was, I met a kid on the chairlift from Croatia, and he was talking to me and he said, "Oh, if you don't mind, how old are you?" And I said 50, and he was like, "Wow." He thought that was amazing. He said his dad would never ride like this at 50. made my way back over to Linderay, getting the chairlift back up to Avorier, and then heading over to Morzine. Absolutely loving the high tower. I had a great day yesterday, but having a really capable bike that's just fun to ride just makes everything so much more fun. But anyway, we're going to keep on going and keep going until I have to give it back. Alright, the plan was to go back to Morzine, but then I saw the lift, I saw the runs underneath this chairlift to Avorier. I thought, wow, why not give it a run down here? Gnarliness. Alright, pick a line, any line. Oh, brakes are starting to squeal. Must be it. Whoa, look at this. Whoa! Cool. Up all around. You wouldn't want. Ooh. That's good. What do you think that means? Oh, that's it. Okay, so you have to jump that, you can't roll it. Should we do it? Woo! Nice! The signs are not consistent. Sometimes I'll put a sign saying there's a tiny piece of wood to ride over, and other times there's not a sign to tell you that it's actually a drop and not a roll. Oh, look at the flowers, guys. I know I go on about flowers sometimes, but that's pretty impressive. I think I should stop and pick some for the wife. Get some brownie points. Leaving her on her own all day while I ride my bike. She doesn't care. Thing is, it would be really good to know these tracks. And you get to learn all these features and what you could double and what you could drop off. But I just want to ride the next one and the next one. That's me. I want to explore. I want to ride something new every time. That's the way, right? What is it about all these squeaking brakes? I thought I had some expensive codes, but I don't know whether they just get too hot, although I wouldn't have thought this was a particularly hot run for them. Well, it's a lovely bit of track. I'm glad I decided to come down and do another run on this one. It's got all sorts in this one. And that looks like we're down. Now, I must admit, I'm not claiming I'm doing this trip on any sort of a budget. Well, we're trying to save money where we can. But if you do want to do it on the cheap, there are plenty of people doing just that. Staying in camper vans up in the car park here, up at the top of Super Morzine, and literally just cooking up here, sleeping up here, and riding all day. With, other than maybe some beer expense, not too much expenses, so it can be done. Alright, well, I've spent the whole day riding the Santa Cruz Megatower 29er. Pretty impressive bike, actually. In fact, it could be the best bike I've ever ridden, and that's saying something. As I say, I'm not a big Santa Cruz fan, but simply because they're ridden by everybody I know, but that must mean they make good bikes, I guess. Is there anything I don't like about the bike to start with? Well, not much really. The colour I'm not fussed on, but you probably from previous videos know that Santa Cruz are pretty famous for some funky looking colours, but it's not the worst one they've ever made. The combined dropper post reverb and brake levers means that the reverb lever can't be adjusted to a position that is better, so that's one thing that I don't like. But otherwise, the suspension performance was outstanding. The Fox 36s worked a treat. I've used nearly all the travel on there today, which was great. Brakes pretty good. The codes, they did squeal a bit. I guess I might have got them a bit hot, especially on that last run. and the drivetrain is a GX, and didn't have any issues with that, and the seat posts worked fine too. So the bike does perform really, really well. So if you've got the sort of Santa Cruz money, and you think you might be in the market for a Megatower, I think it's an outstanding bike. So that's my review. And if you like the videos, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in other exciting places soon.